Hi everyone, today I'm planting watermelons in a raised bed and sharing all of my tips to give your watermelon plants the best start possible so that you can have a nice harvest later on in the season. This is a small raised bed. It's 4 foot long by 2 foot deep. I'm making the most of this space by growing watermelons vertically up this cattle panel fencing. You don't have to grow vertically. You can definitely just let the vines run wild through your garden if you have the space to let them do so. These are supplemental irrigation containers called Ollas. It helps supply some water to my plants throughout the growing season. They're very easy to make, and I'm going to show you how to make them after we get the watermelons planted. First thing, I'm adding some fertilizer to the soil. I always add blood meal to my soil when planting watermelons. Blood meal is a good source of nitrogen. Nitrogen early on will help your plants to grow large vines and big leaves before they start flowering and producing fruit. I'm also adding some Espoma plant tone. It's a slow release fertilizer that contains nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. I'm adding a little bit more of each of them to the planting hole and mix it in real good so that my plant's roots aren't just sitting right on top of fertilizer. I'm planting 2 watermelons in this raised bed, 1 orange glow and 1 blacktail mountain. The roots look good, but they are circling around a little bit, so I'm just going to gently unwind the bottom. Don't mess with the roots too much. Watermelons don't like the roots being messed with. And then just pop it in the hole and push the soil up around the plant. Watermelons are warm weather crops, so you do need to wait until after your last frost day to plant them. You can direct sow seeds in your garden, or you can start them early like I do. I'll put a link to a video in the description that shows you how I get my watermelon seeds started early. I get asked a lot about how often to water watermelon plants. That's a hard question to answer because it really depends on how much rain you get and how hot it is. For newly planted watermelons like these, you might need to water them every day until their roots get established. Homemade Ollas are very helpful in making sure that your plants have enough moisture. Don't rely on them as your plant's only source of water. Think of them as supplemental irrigation. They are very easy to make, and you only need 3 things. The first one is an unglazed terracotta pot. You need some poster mounting putty and a plant saucer. This pot has a big hole in the bottom, so we want to plug that up. I'm going to soften this putty in my hands and work it around a bit. And I'm going to stick it down here in the bottom of the pot and try to get this hole sealed up. I'm going to add some more down in here and just fill in the hole. So that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to flip the pot over and get the bottom sealed as well. Now I'm ready to test it out by filling it up with some water to make sure that the hole in the bottom's not going to leak. The pot's been sitting for about 45 minutes and there's no leaks in the bottom. As you can see, the entire pot is wet, which is a good thing. Terracotta is porous and slowly leaches water. Your plant will be able to reap the benefits of the water slowly leaching out of the pot and into the soil. An open pot is mosquito breeding ground, so you do need to keep the top covered. Also, I wouldn't want a bird to get in here and drown. This is a fairly large 8-inch pot that holds almost a gallon of water. You can use smaller pots if you want to, but you will be filling them up more often. I'm leaving the soil bare for now, but in a couple of weeks before the plants fine out very much, I'm going to get this mulched with some straw. You can use straw, wood chips, grass clippings, whatever you have. It will help to keep water from evaporating so quickly. And that's it for this video. I'm also going to be planting some watermelons directly in my garden, right in the ground. And I'm also going to plant some in pots. I'm going to make videos for those as well. If you want to follow along on all of them, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Comment down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.